So I'm going to show you how to make a tortillon, a tool to blend your pencil or charcoal. You can also write with these. So this one is made in China, but we're going to make our own. So I have a piece of my sketchbook paper here. You can also use copy paper. I'm going to take my ruler and go from the top corner, and I'm going to make a diagonal line from my top corner through my paper. Then I'm going to make a parallel line to this diagonal line I just drew. So I'm just going to slide my ruler down about that far. It doesn't have to be an exact measurement. And now we have two parallel lines. Then I'll take my ruler and I will draw two vertical lines about that far in. And actually, let's make it three vertical lines. Then we can make three of these. So I will just extend that line a little bit. Okay, so now I will cut these out. This one, and this one are going to be three different blending tools. And once I cut them out, they will look something like this. So the trick to these, to start these, is that the rolling of them has to be super, super tight. So I began rolling this one already, but I want to show you how I begin. I take a corner, whichever corner you like, and I basically start to soften it up. I'm literally just putting some of my, rubbing it a little bit, making it a little more malleable, and then I can start to sort of curve it a little bit. It will want to crease. So we're trying to get it from creasing and to begin to roll. The beginning is the most important part because it will determine how tightly your stump is rolled, is in the end. So you want to make sure you can spend as much time on this as you need. This can take many minutes. So spend the time on that. I usually do it in my hands. Some people do it on the table, but I think in your hands is more effective. Then once you get it to start rolling, actually that kind of started. Sometimes you will complete this in your hand. Sometimes you'll put it on the table and continue to roll. This one I've already gotten it to the point of rolling, so I'm going to continue to keep it super tight and roll it until it's finished. And this is why it's a good idea to have tape, little piece of tape ready to go. And you will tape the edge. And then you have, hopefully, a little point here. I don't really have as much of a point as I would like, but that's okay. Sometimes they're pointier than others. That's why we have three to roll. This one got a little bit pointier. And so you'll roll three of these out. You can also try different papers. You can try sticky notes. Take the sticky part off first, please. You can try copy paper. You can try all kinds of paper because they will all blend a little bit differently. So then what we'll do is when we do our next value practice, we will, I already have this, I've done this with pencil, with graphite, and now I'm going to take the blending stump that I used and see how it blends. So instead of using our fingers, these blending stumps can be great, especially if they're a little pointy. I'll use this one, it's a little pointier. This one blends a little nicer. You can also, because you'll gather graphite on it, you can actually use it for other things. It will actually write or shade for you. This one I hadn't completed because I wanted you to see. If I start with my dark here and I blend it in, it softens my blending. And if I go down here, I can actually continue to add pencil to the area that didn't have any pencil on it before. So these are really nice for subtle blending. There we go. So tortillon.